Great, great. Well, welcome everybody to our afternoon session. We're so excited to have you join us. We're looking forward to telling you about the Alabama efforts that we have in our collaborations for the JROTC-CS Demonstration Project. And let's go ahead and get started. So just a real quick introduction. Today we have our CS for All JROTC-CS team, and we have our project director, Ms. Tina Boyle-White, who unfortunately was not able to join us today, but myself, Karen Chang, I'm Senior Manager of Programs and Partnerships, and my colleague, Leslie Keespay, you can see on video. She's our project coordinator. Will be here to share some of the successes and exciting news about this program. And we're also joined by some of our partners from one of our amazing schools that we have worked with this past year, from Prattville. And you can see them on the video as well. We'll have an opportunity for them to share their stories as well later on in this session. Just a reminder, as we move forward in this session, you're welcome to post any comments or questions in the chat or the Q&A, and we will try to address those. We'll also have an opportunity for addressing any questions towards the end of the session as well. And if you have any specific questions that we can't get to today, we'll also share our contact information at the end, and also the contact for Ms. Tina Boyle-White, who you can reach out to with specific questions about the program as well. Okay. So a little bit about the JROTC-CS Demonstration Project. Last year was the first year that we were able to scale it out. And it is a public-private partnership that we really aimed at building a scalable model for providing evidence-based computer science, really rigorous, high-quality computer science and cybersecurity education across the nation. And we targeted about 545,000 youth numbers of students who are in the junior ROTC programs across the nation. And so we were proud to really be partnered with the Air Force last year. And then in upcoming slides, we'll also talk about some of our upcoming plans for next year and the years forward, where we're also looking forward to working with other branches across the services. So just to share a little bit about the demographics of schools that we partnered in this effort in the past. So last year, in the past, only about 32% of schools that have JROTC programs have offered AP Computer Science Principles, which we'll refer to sometimes as AP CSP. Only about 32% of them have offered that course in 2018 and 2019. So of course, we're really focusing on this class, this advanced placement class, because it's focused in an NSF-funded curriculum. There's lots of decades of research on this, and it satisfies the math and science credit requirements that are across 44 out of the 50 states. So that's something that high schoolers are really needing in terms of graduation requirements. So some of these numbers that you see here on this slide are shared from our College Board partners. And these numbers are really the reason why we're looking at having the JROTC Corp, because they have the diversity. The students that are often in the program are from very diverse backgrounds. And we have that huge number of more than 500,000 junior ROTC cadets. And then we're only looking at 32% within that infrastructure. We have a really great opportunity to make a huge difference by getting diverse candidates from the JROTC to go into computer science and cybersecurity in the future. So as you can see, some of these values are really what we're trying to target for. Within those 545,000 cadets across the nation, 55% of them are of minority backgrounds. We have about 40% of the students who are female. And so we really like to bring in that diversity into that workforce pipeline. So this is just a slide to show some of our current partners that make up the JROTC-CS Advisory Consortium. As you can see, like we mentioned before, the National Science Foundation is there. and also College Board, and as well as many others. Last week, we were grateful enough to have an opportunity to have a community call with one of our partners, Intel, where we brought in many different representatives and congressmen, as well as state representatives, governors, to talk about the importance of this program and how it has impacted students already in just the past year. And here you can see the map of the schools, the 30 units, the different schools across 16 states, encompassing about 50,000 students. So of course, that's not just the cadets within the JROTC programs within those schools, but these are the potential students across all of the schools in all of those school bodies that we can reach through this effort. And these are the schools that we targeted last year. So you can notice that just in Alabama, we have 3 schools, Prattville being amongst one of them. And then we have many others as well. So last year, we started off with just 30 units, and we're hoping to increase that in the upcoming years. I'm going to share the project timeline with you as well. So last year, like I said, we had confirming the school cohort. In February, we visited the Capitol Hill with participating schools. I'll share some pictures of that in a little bit as well. We had a kickoff workshop in February where our partners from Prattville also joined us in Alexandria, Virginia. And there, the schools really developed that vision in the platform for which they want to carry out computer science efforts within their schools, within their communities, with their students. Phase 1 was also implemented during January through August, where the schools actually implemented these visions and these plans, and that this is where they could work with our teams and our cohorts to receive technical assistance if they wanted to in implementing these computer science courses, as well as being a part of us within our data collection and our evaluation processes. And during this time, the teachers and also the JROTC instructors also received rigorous professional development to make sure that implementation really is successful with the students. And then excitingly, during the summer last year, we also had our Cyber Academy at Mississippi State, which I will share a couple of slides in just a second to share as well. So the Cyber Academy last year really focused on 25 students that went through the program. So upcoming during this phase right now, we are continuing that school implementation and technical assistance and evaluation, and we're hoping to bring the second wave of the Cyber Academy this upcoming summer while we're phasing out that first year report. So with the expansion for the Cyber Academy this summer, in summer 2021, we're looking at 6 universities. So going from just 1 with Mississippi State last year, and now going from 25 cadets last year to this year having 100 cadets participating in that.
Let's see. Can you hear you guys?
Okay, so looking at the cadet pathway experience, so students in the junior ROTC going through this program start off their freshman year by engaging in the Cyber Patriot extracurricular, and then junior sophomore year, they take the Advanced Placement Computer Science Principles course, and then during junior senior year, they can participate in the Summer Cyber Academy, and then senior year, begin those kinds of networks and linkages to professional societies. So this really is an opportunity for schools to work with different partners like ourselves, as well as industry partners and others. And the true value of this is really to connect students and the schools to create those networks that will really target the workforce. So this is really the important pathway for our cadets, starting all the way from freshman year through all 4 years of the high school experience. And this is really the most important component of the program. And we're excited in just a little bit after I wrap up the next couple of slides, our Prattville team we have a cadet with our team who is gracious enough to share his experience with the program with us today too. The next couple of slides, and then I will wrap up. So like I said, last year's Cyber Academy was an 8-week virtual summer academy, of course, due to the circumstances of the pandemic, but during June and July, and we had 24 students, mostly juniors and seniors during that time, and it was led by the U.S. Air Force Junior ROTC and Mississippi State. And during that time, they took different kinds of training and courses. They received college credit and industry certification. So that was a really great step, connecting what they're learning in their courses from APCS and what they may be implementing in the workforce in their careers. So, like I said, we're really hopeful and excited that this summer we're expanding from 24 students to 100 students and from 1 university to 10 universities. And last year, if you want, you can share this link as well. You can see the graduation address for those students from the Secretary of the Air Force, Barbara M. Barrett. So like I said, these are the plans for this summer. And cadets will receive 3 college credit hours for participating in that. And of course, before I hand it off to our Prattville team, just kind of highlighting really the huge impact that this JROTC program has had in just the 1 year. There's been 19 different local and national articles and broadcast features. We've had great press releases, really sharing and amplifying coverage and showing the great work that these schools are doing in the JROTC programs and partnerships, and showing the different kinds of corporate engagement that we have in connecting students and letting them know what kind of career opportunities there are out there in terms of computer science and cybersecurity. So these are just some of the amazing partners that we have been working with that we're very excited that they have been highlighted in media. So this is a little bit about our partner high school that we have joining us on the call today, Prattville High School. And I don't know if Mr. Kamara, do you want to share this information?
That's fine. We're a particularly, when you look at Prattville High School, we're a small community. We're considered a rural school. We are a public school. And when you look at the makeup of our school, we do have a very diverse makeup. You know, we are close to the capital city of Alabama. So we get a lot of students that want to come in. We get a lot of military students because Maxwell Air Force Base is located in Montgomery as well. So a very diverse group of students walk through our doors every single day.
I think that's what I was on before as well.
And like we said, we're grateful to have Prattville be one of our partners, and in fact, our first partner in this effort, because that's one of our key cornerstones, is bringing that diversity into that workforce pipeline, in knowing that these kinds of students are being represented in computer science and cybersecurity. So we're excited to move into the next part of our session, which is really to hear directly from our partners about their experiences in this program. So today we're lucky to have Mr. Tony Camara, who's assistant principal, Ms. Lisa McDaniel, our AP Computer Science principals, teacher, and also Cadet Captain Andrew Loritz, who's a senior. And we'll be hearing from each of them kind of about their different perspectives in those corresponding roles with our partnership.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to start out. We're going to let Cadet Loritz speak to you guys first and just talk to you about his experiences with the program and the things that he went through over the summer.
Hey, I'm Andrew Loritz. I am the one that attended the Cyber Academy over the summer. I started off in my freshman, sophomore, and junior year doing Cyber Patriot. We attended multiple competitions with that. We actually did it at the school on their computers. We did a bunch of competitions with that. We had a lot of fun with that. And so that's how I got kind of into the cybersecurity field. And my senior aerospace instructor for ROTC, he contacted me about a possible summer camp that they're doing, and that he was wondering if I would be interested. So I said, sure, of course. He got me connected, got all the emails and all that kind of stuff needed. And so that kind of got me into the Cyber Academy. And from there, we got all the knickknacks, the backpack, all the swag, I guess you can say. And from there, we did 8 weeks long at the Cyber Academy. We sat at our computers every day and talked face to face, kind of like this. And we learned about cybersecurity. We learned multiple different subject fields and all that kind of stuff. And it was a ton of fun. I got a certification out of it that I would have had to pay for by myself had they not offered the Cyber Academy. And so I was very grateful to be able to attend the Cyber Academy. It was a ton of fun. And because of me attending the Cyber Academy, it motivated me to take the AP Computer Science Principles class because I wanted to expand on my coding and all that kind of stuff. And so from there, I'm going to be going to college for computer science as my major. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Talk to them about what your certification was in.
So the certification that they offered was the CompTIA IT Fundamentals Plus. It talked a lot about database structure and management. That summer camp, it actually helped me get a job, a local job with a computer company. It looks really good on a resume. And so that intern helped me get a job with computer repair, computer management, software management, all that kind of stuff. And it's a lot of fun working at this place. The Cyber Academy really helped me get that job. So, anything else? Thank you.
So I am Lisa McDaniel. I'm the AP Computer Science Principal Teacher here at Prattville High School. And we began offering AP Computer Science in 2016. So we were part of that 32% that was already offering the course in 2018 and 2019. We were extremely honored to be included in the first cohort and to be invited to go to the Capitol, Washington, D.C., and to meet with legislators and try to impart on them the importance of expanding computer science to our JROTC cadets and the minorities that are included there. That was an amazing experience for myself and the group that went from Prattville. That opened the lines of communication between myself and the JROTC instructors here, who, even though they had been participating in the Cyber Patriot program and they had had teams to compete there, they did not know that we offered programming here at the school. They had not made that connection. So we began talking and discussing the fact that, yes, we in fact do offer this course and we can teach programming, and it's good for your students, your JROTC students, especially those interested in cybersecurity, to be involved in this course. And even those that are not currently interested in cybersecurity, by taking the course, maybe they will develop some interest in that and become future students. And especially like Andrew here, who went to the summer program, be able to get college credit. And then he was immediately able to gain employment through the year to work because of that. So it's been an awesome experience for us in that way. And I'm just happy to be here. And Mr. Khmer is going to talk now.
Well, let me first say, when it comes to being an administrator, you're responsible for a lot of different things and making sure things work in a certain way within a school. Being able to go and be a part of CS for All when we were invited to Arlington, we put together a team, went up there. The training was phenomenal. And the access, you know, for me as an administrator, my thing is about access and opportunities. And that's what that's my focus every day when I come to work. And that was provided when we went to the conference. We had an opportunity to meet with business leaders. That was very, very important. We had an opportunity to meet with people who are in the field. We also had an opportunity to work with those other cohort schools about the things that they were doing. And it allowed you to, being at the conference allowed us to look at our strengths, look at our weaknesses, and determine, okay, what is our next step? Where do we go from here? And again, like I said, for us, it's about being able to give our kids access and give our kids opportunities. So as we were looking at it, we noticed that there were schools offering multiple computer science courses. So for us, we started looking at things. We did some problem solving and said, okay, what is our next step? Well, we needed to grow our computer science program. We needed to grow those opportunities, those chances. We needed to get more ROTC students involved. And currently we have, I want to say it's 5 or 6 students who are doing, you know, computer science and ROTC. That's actually an increase for us from when we first started offering the program of about 15%, which I figure if we can grow 15% and we can do it every year, hey, we're getting somewhere. But again, them communicating more and more and the opportunities, like Andrew being able to go out and find a job. We want to offer them pathways where they have that 4-year pathway to be engrossed in the computer science field, and then go on and apply those skills in the Air Force, in the Marines, in whatever branch of government they want, or even go to a university and get that computer science degree and go into that field, because we feel like that field presents itself with enormous opportunities for our children and for our students here at Primal High School. And at the end of the day, that's what we're looking to do. We want to make our guys we want them better prepared to go into the workforce, into the military, into college, and be competitive in everything that they do.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Camara, and also your team for sharing your insights and really highlighting how much the program has impacted yourselves and your students as well.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're looking forward to hearing more about how it continues in the future.
Yes, ma'am.
So let me share my screen again real quick, and we can move forward to kind of wrap it up and talk about what our future's upcoming steps are. And we have an opportunity again, like I said, at the end to continue the conversation and answer any questions that our audience may have. So here's a picture of Ms. Lisa and Mr. Tony, who were at the workshop last February. And so just a highlight of what this initial demonstration workshop is really that this team, like I said, the Prattville High School team was one of our first sites. And during these workshops, they really set up that framework for defining their computer science goals. And now, like I said, they were among the 32% who had already been offering AP Computer Science in 2018, 2019, but they could really take up this leadership as a school who already has that vision, knows the importance of investing in computer science and cybersecurity opportunities for the students. So during this workshop, they furthered set those goals and visions for the school in terms of their computer science education plans. And during that workshop, it's like modeled off of other workshops that CS for All provides for district levels, but it really gave them an opportunity to set up different rubrics to measure the kind of success in terms of implementing the computer science goals. And also they had an opportunity to share kind of a gallery walk of those different kinds of goals that they wanted to achieve amongst other workshop attendees. And also to talk about different kinds of collaborations that they might be looking forward to doing. So I'm not sure if I mentioned earlier, but this is kind of the state of the current legislation in terms of the funding and the support from the government in terms of JROTC-CS. So the program itself is authorized by the Promotes Act of 2020. So this was really a bipartisan legislation to really invest resources into increasing access for computer science and digital skills. And so it's a part of the National Defense Authorization Act in 2020, and it really created that grant program that we can use to bring high quality STEM training and education to really prepare those JROTC cadets for those in-demand careers in terms to address those kinds of careers in computer science and cybersecurity, and also to increase the national security. So some things that are going on currently in terms of the program as a whole, we are moving forward with really kind of bringing in that corporate engagement aspect of the program. So we have a soft launch currently until June of this summer, where we're working with 3 of those advisory consortium partners that we mentioned earlier, and in collaboration with 8 cohort school teams. So this is really to engage schools in different opportunities, like we said, to build those partnerships and relationships, connecting their students to potential career opportunities with these kinds of corporate and industry partners. The students, and so this is not just the cadets, but students across this whole school populations are exposed to that AP computer science programs and also computer science opportunities through this implementation. And schools really just have that next level connection after this pathway in terms of growing that relationship and connection with corporate partners. So these are just kind of a highlight of different next steps that are coming up. So some of the appropriations coming from the federal grant, we are figuring out implementation and the funding of that. And we're also excited that not only are we working with the Air Force continually, hoping to expand partnership with the Marines as well in this effort. And then, like we mentioned, this summer, we're looking forward to increasing the capacity of the summer 2021 Cyber Academy. So we will open it up for any questions you might have. You're welcome to type in the chat, or we can also enable your microphone, I think. And while we do that, I can also let you know. So here's contact information for our project director, Ms. Tina Boyle-White. So if you have any questions specifically about the JROTC-CS demonstration program, you can email her at tina@csforall.org. And Leslie, we do have a survey for our audience as well, right?
Yes, we do. So we also have a link to a survey for future consideration to join a future JROTC-CS cohort. So if you follow that link there, and if you're interested in participating in the cohort, you can fill out that survey, and then our team will get back to you with next steps around that.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Leslie. So we can also share a copy of the slides too, so that you do have access to these links. I believe this is also being recorded, so you can also check the recording, and it'll have the links on there as well. Do you have any questions or comments from? Oh, it looks like we have one question. Oh, somebody's looking forward to this year's Cyber Academy. So great. We're looking forward to have you on board.
And one thing that I did want to mention, as we went forward, looking at how we needed to improve our program, we saw that we had a need to add a new computer lab. So, of course, you get the funding, you get what you need to get the computer lab up and running. So, by I would say mid-June, our new computer lab will be complete with all brand new furniture, all brand new computers, you know, set up for these kids to come in next year and really get started and get immersed. We're also looking to maybe add opportunities, maybe add a couple of more courses that we can offer our freshmen and sophomore students, because we would like to immerse them in the field, in the community at an early age. So those are things that are coming for us this year. We're excited about those things. We hope the students get excited about it and like, oh, here we go. This is something new. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's amazing to hear. And I think it really emphasizes that, again, not only are we benefiting the cadets in the JROTC program, but we're really benefiting the schools across the entire school, students across the entire school. They can gain access to these computer science opportunities, access to this amazing new lab, computer lab as well.
That's correct.
Any other questions, comments? So we can, we'll share our last slide real quick as well. If you'd like to connect with us, we are always encouraging people to become a member for CS for All. It's free to become a member. So you can sign up as an organizational member if you are from an organization. And you can also visit our website, csforall.org. Or you can follow us on social media at these various different platforms. Our handle is the same across all of them, CS for All. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us as well. And I just want to reiterate how grateful we are again to Mr. Tony Camara and his team at Prattville High School for such a successful first year of this JROTC-CS program. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for taking the time out of your school day today to be with us.
Thank you all.
All right, thanks everybody for coming. We'll stick around for a little bit too if you have any questions that you want to pop in the Q&A or the chat. The link again, and Leslie, would you mind posting the link in the chat as well? Just a minute. I think we're working on posting the link in the chat. Awesome. So Delisa, the link should be there. And Leslie just shared it. Thank you. Yeah, it should take you to the survey. If you're interested, you and your school might be interested in being in the next upcoming cohort. So again, in our first year, we've just had 30 in our cohort, and we're of course looking to expand across the nation. Any other questions, comments? If not, I think we can. Not sure how to end. I think Dawn is on here, our moderation.
I got you covered, Karen.
All right. Thank you so much, Dawn.
You're so welcome. And actually, you can just hit in the upper right-hand corner of your window there. You can click leave.
Okay.
And you all are invited to join us at in another session. You may be able to catch the last few minutes of that.
Great. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you again, Mr. Camara.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you all.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
As far as technical errors, really been